Good morning. It's Tuesday, March 11th, and here's what we're working on this morning. Premier Doug Ford has announced a 25% electricity export tax on the U.S.
Some lanes are still closed on the Wayne Gretzky Parkway in Brantford after the bridge was hit by a transport truck yesterday morning.
And the Maple Leafs snap a 3-game losing streak with a big shootout win. Thank you for making us a part of your morning this morning on this Tuesday. Louis Butko, Emily Taylor, Brian Wood all here with you.
Morning.
Annette Hom back from vacation tomorrow.
Okay.
And Adam Atkinson sitting in the big chair getting his turn. So one more day with Emily and I. And one more day that Brian is not doing double duty again.
Yeah.
Just going to put that out there.
Yeah, tomorrow that'll happen. That'll happen. Yeah, Steve's on vacation, so.
Enjoy your Tuesday.
Thank you.
Then. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And yesterday, I'm not sure what you did after the show. I definitely made sure I got outside for a couple of walks.
It was beautiful.
Once you hit that sun, it was like I had to take off my jacket. Like it was that kind of nice day.
It really was.
And Brian, today is gonna kind of have its moments of niceness.
Well, it's going to be nice throughout some of the day, but then the winds shift around to the northwest, and we're going to get some colder air pushing in. So we're going to have the sunshine again today, like yesterday. Temperature is going to climb to 12 degrees today. We got to 13 yesterday, but the cold front goes through later on this afternoon, and that drops the temperatures. So we're going to fall from 12 to about 6 by later on this afternoon. So the temperature is going to half its way through the day. And then tonight into the minus column, -4, wind chill -8, and tomorrow 2. That's the best we'll do tomorrow. We'll start to see some clearing as the day goes on, but chillier air is going to start to move in, and you'll notice that later on this afternoon. But enjoy a 12-degree high early in the day. By the way, we're sitting at 4 right now. Nice start to the morning. Looking at traffic, 403 Waterdown Road. Nothing to see right there. As usual, this time of the morning, it's moving fairly nicely. Nothing there. To some MTO traffic cameras, just to show you a few. Nikola Tesla Boulevard looks good. So on this camera, Toronto bound towards us. Same here, coming off the Skyway Bridge, as you can see right there, doing all right. Third line, nothing there. We do have a couple of situations this morning. Simone Gavros is on the scene of that problem that happened yesterday at the 403 and Wayne Gretzky Parkway in Brantford. And as well, we have a power outage. Be careful in the area of Pritchard and Stonechurch this morning. Could be some traffic lights out, people without power there. We'll look at weather and traffic coming up in a few minutes. Right now, the news.
All right, thank you, Brian. And let's start in Brantford, where partial lane closures remain in place on the Wayne Gretzky Parkway after the bridge was hit by a transport truck yesterday morning. Simone Gavros joins us live from the scene with more. Simone.
Well, Louis, a transport truck carrying an excavator hit the bottom of the bridge yesterday morning. That led to the westbound lanes on the 403 being closed for several hours here at the Wayne Gretzky Parkway. Now, the 403 has since reopened after those road closures were in place, but Brantford police say that there are still some partial closures on the Wayne Gretzky Parkway. So that's going to be one lane going in either direction, and that's going to be in place for an undisclosed amount of time right now because of the damage that was done to the bridge. Now, police do say that there might be some slowdowns in the area because of that. Right now, everything is moving very well so far, but they are just warning drivers of those. This was the scene yesterday in Brantford yesterday as people were navigating the road closures. Brant OPP say that the boom was raised on the transport truck and it hit the bridge, causing debris to scatter across the road. Police say another vehicle was struck by debris, resulting in a broken windshield, but no one was hurt. Now, at the time of the report from police yesterday, the Ministry of Transportation said that they're taking over the investigation and they'll be assessing the damage. And this isn't the first time the bridge has been hit. In fact, it's now the 4th time the overpass was hit by oversized loads in December 2021, and then again in January 2022. It was hit once more in May 2022 by a commercial vehicle carrying construction equipment, and that caused a concrete slab to fall onto the highway. Now, this morning, I've reached out to OPP as well as the Ministry of Transportation for more details on this bridge damage. But for now, I'll send things back over to you, Emily.
Thanks, Simone. Police are investigating after a Fort Erie man and his partner were found dead last week inside their Buffalo, New York home. Buffalo police were called to the Allentown neighborhood around 4 p.m. last Tuesday for reports of a man holding a knife outside a home. Police say the man was taken to hospital for injuries and was arrested Friday. Inside the house, police found the bodies of 37-year-old Jordan Coletto and 40-year-old Michael Mickey Harmon. The medical examiner says they died of blunt force trauma. The couple were prominent artists and activists in their community. Coletto grew up in Fort Erie and was a member of the Onondaga Beaver family from Six Nations of the Grand River. A GoFundMe page has been set up for his family. Police don't believe this was a hate crime, though they have not ruled out the possibility. 34-year-old Brian Chicalana of no permanent address has been charged with 1 count of first-degree murder and 2 counts of second-degree murder.
Niagara police have charged 2 men after townhouses under construction in Fort Erie went up in flames. The fire started around 7 a.m. Saturday in the area of Allen and Whispering Woods trails. Police say 2 suspects were seen leaving as smoke billowed from the site. Officers were able to find them nearby and place them under arrest. No injuries were reported, and police said the preliminary damage is $400,000, although that number is subject to change.
Brantford police have released photos of 5 suspects believed to be involved in an attempted jewelry store robbery. It happened around 3:30 p.m. on March 1st when 5 masked suspects tried to break into a jewelry store on Linden Road by smashing the front window. They failed and fled the scene. No injuries were reported. The suspects are described as black males around 17 to 22 years old, all dressed in black, with one possibly being female. Anyone with information is asked to contact police. An Etobicoke man has been charged with several offenses after a violent Oakville home invasion in January. Halton police say 3 masked suspects entered the home and pointed firearms at the residents while demanding valuables and stealing a Mercedes SUV before fleeing the scene. 27-year-old Newman Khan of Etobicoke has been charged with several robbery-related charges. Police say they're still looking for the other suspects. Hamilton police have officially started using body-worn cameras, with all officers set to be equipped by mid-April. Last June, Hamilton's police board approved the nearly $10 million project after more than a decade of debate. Police say the cameras play a crucial role in fostering public trust and enhancing community safety. In the meantime, Niagara police are hosting open houses to discuss body cameras with the public. They want to hear how residents feel about the technology. The first open house is in St. Catharines at the Penn Center Mall next Tuesday. The second one is in Welland at Seaway Mall on Friday, March 21st. Another will take place in Niagara Falls at the Gale Center Arena on Friday, March 28th. There are 3 additional open houses, as you'll see on the screen there. Visit the Niagara Regional Police Services website for more details.
All right, Sports Line, and let's start on the ice where the Leafs were wrapping up a quick 3-game West Coast road trip, taking on the Utah Hockey Club last night.
Face-off, Ian Cole battling with Matthews. Nice feeds back. Nylander shoots, scores! Right in our line of fire, and William Nylander goes high with the icebreaker tonight.
William Nylander opening the scoring in this one. That's his team-leading 36th goal of the season. He's also on a 6-game point streak. Leafs led this game 3-0 at one point, but jumped to the second period. Now 3-2 Leafs. Utah on the power play. Mikhail Sergachev's shot is going to be tipped on the way by Barrett Hayton, and he beats Joseph Woll. Hayton's got his 17th goal of the season, ties it up at 3. Third period and overtime would solve nothing. This one needed a shootout.
So it's on the stick of Mitch Marner. 10 of 33. One here for a win, and scores! Mitch Marner will send the Leafs home with a win here in a shootout against Utah.
Mitch Marner, who reportedly rejected a trade to Carolina last week, ends this one for the Leafs in the shootout. They take it 4-3. The final, they kick off a 4-game homestand Thursday when they host the Panthers in an Atlantic Division showdown.
Control his rebound. Bouchard's got 2 Sabres tracking him down. Thompson score!
Tage Thompson had a pair of goals, including that one in the third period that would hold up as the game winner as the Sabres, rocking those awesome throwback jerseys, held on for a 3-2 win over the Oilers. In other games around the NHL last night, the Senators beat the Red Wings while the Avalanche shut out the Blackhawks. Turning our attention to basketball, where the Raptors were at home last night, taking on the NBA worst Washington Wizards.
4 players that have 10 or more rebounds. That's the first time that's happened in franchise history. AJ! I can get to the iron. I can throw it down. Don't just say I'm a three-point shooter.
Brampton's A.J. Lawson capped off a career-high 32-point night with that emphatic slam dunk to go along with 7 3-pointers and 12 rebounds as the Raptors beat the Wiz 119-104 in NBA action last night. Lawson, one of 4 Raptors to record a double-double with at least 10 rebounds as the team finished with the franchise record 73 boards. Raps back in action tomorrow night when they host the 76ers.
Dort is on Jamal. Couple of Canadians going at it. Murray for 3. Yeah!
I mean,
Timeout, OKC.
Kitchener's Jamal Murray finished with 34 points, while teammate Nikola Jokic added 35, along with 18 boards, as the Nuggets snapped the Thunder's 7-game winning streak with a 140-127 victory in OKC last night. Hamilton's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander finished with 25 points, while fellow Canadian Lou Dort added 26 in a losing effort for the Thunder, who still lead the West by 11 games with 17 games left to go. And the Buffalo Bills are getting a new weapon for their newly extended MVP Josh Allen. The team has reportedly signed Brampton native Josh Palmer to a 3-year, $36 million contract. Palmer has appeared in 25 games over his career, starting 13 of them, recording 1,100 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Okay, here we go. 6:12 on this Tuesday morning. It's the 11th of March, and we're looking at mild temperatures to start the day. We'll talk about the forecast in a sec, but first I want to look at traffic, which is pretty good this morning so far. 403 and Waterdown Road, one of our exclusive cameras. Nothing to see right there, moving nicely in both directions. To some MTO traffic cameras. Here's the QEW east of Lake. Usually start in St. Catharines and then come around the rest of the Horseshoe. Nikola Tesla Boulevard still looks good. 403 Junction, looking at Brant Street in the distance, nothing to see there. Ford plant all the way through Cawthra looks good right now. Okay, temperature has just come up a couple of degrees. We were 4 last hour, now sitting at 6, so that's twice a daytime high for this time of year for seasonals. So 6 degrees right now. Winds are light from the south-southwest. The sky is fairly clear, just a little bit of cloud cover. What we have for the day today, there's that southerly flow. You can see by the red arrows pulling up the milder temperatures. But that blue line, that represents the leading edge of the chillier air that's going to move across us probably midday, and that's going to drop our temperatures later on this afternoon. Temperatures today, we're going to hit about 6 degrees by later on. I mean, where we are right now. We're going to climb to 12 today, and then we're going to drop to 6 degrees for later on. So today's highs, about 12 degrees for Niagara, 12 to 11 this end of the lake. Lovely sunshine, 11 degrees for Halton, Peel, Toronto. Little cooler as usual for Kitchener and Guelph. Tonight, we get into the minus column. -1 and 2 for Niagara, -4 for Hamilton and this end of the lake with a wind chill of -8. So it's going to be a cold night tonight as those skies stay clear. And then tomorrow we'll start off with the sunshine, so we'll have the sun to start, but then increasing clouds. Temperatures 2. That's it for tomorrow. 1 for Halton, Peel, Toronto, 4 and 5 for the Niagara area, so a little bit milder there. But yeah, a much chillier day for tomorrow. Be prepared for that. So enjoy the mild temperatures today. Out the door this morning, it is mainly clear. It is mild at 6 degrees at the moment, and we'll check the long-range forecast coming up. Emily, Louie.
All right, thank you, Brian. Some good, some bad there. Yeah, so we'll have to wait and see what the long-term forecast says. All right, coming up in just a second, we're going to say good morning to Emily Vukovic with a preview of what's to come in Chitchat. And a beloved, if not controversial, bakery in Burlington set to close its doors. We'll tell you why coming up. All right, so let's say good morning to the glowing Emily Vukovic. What do you have coming up on Chit Chat this morning?
Well, the former First Lady, Michelle Obama, is launching a brand new podcast.
Okay.
Celine Dion is warning fans of fake songs that use her voice, and they're spreading online.
Interesting.
So she took to a social media platform to warn people. And you think the Brutalist movie was long? Wait till you see what James Cameron has in store.
Oh, all right.
Is that Avatar?
Maybe.
Wait.
No spoilers, Louis.
Okay, no spoilers. No spoilers.
No spoilers.
Sorry. Okay, thanks,
I mean,
Emily.
it was an easy guess.
How many other things is he doing right now?
Exactly.
Thanks, Emily.
No worries.
All right, thank you. We're going to start with our business numbers now. The Canadian dollar is up 5 basis points, trading overseas at 69.35 cents U.S. Gold is $15 an ounce higher. Crude is up 28 cents to $66.31 a barrel. In midday European trading, markets are down in London, but up in Frankfurt and Paris.
In Asia, markets down in Tokyo, relatively stable in Hong Kong, and up slightly in Shanghai. And stock markets, both sides of the border, negatively affected again as the reality of a U.S.-Canada trade war takes hold. The TSX lost 378 points. The Dow dropped nearly 900. And the tech-heavy NASDAQ closed over 700 points lower. Stock futures up slightly in pre-market trading this morning.
Kelly's Bake Shop is closing its doors in downtown Burlington after 13 years. The bakery has been given 60 days notice to vacate its premises. The space, along with its entire block, is set for demolition in the next 2 to 3 months. In a statement posted on Instagram, the owner said in part, "It is with deep sadness that we have been given 60 days to vacate this beautiful building, and it is our understanding that the site has apparently been selected for rentals, a departure from the originally planned condo development. Kelly's Bake Shop will still operate on Lakeshore Road East in Oakville.
Acquisition talks appear to be moving ahead between the parent company of 7-Eleven and Quebec-based Alimentation Couche-Tard. A shareholders' letter from a special committee convened by Seven & I's Holding confirmed both sides are working together to map out potential buyers for convenience stores that could be sold to satisfy U.S. antitrust regulators. Divestment is one of 3 options put forth by the committee to advance the talks. That include asking the Canadian firm to sell all of its U.S. Circle K locations and suggesting 7&I would agree to a merger only if Couche-Tard signs a divestiture deal with a potential buyer. 7&I says any sale to Couche-Tard would face significant antitrust hurdles because the companies have at least 2,000 overlapping stores that would likely have to be divested to a viable, credible, and independent buyer to satisfy regulators' competition concerns.
A restructuring of Hudson's Bay is now underway, and Canada's oldest company is set to shrink as it works to stay alive. Creditor protection proceedings involving the company will wind their way through the Ontario Superior Court of Justice in the coming weeks. According to a source familiar with the matter, the department store company is looking to close around 40 of its 80 stores, although that number could change. The editor of the Insolvency Insider newsletter says it's not unusual for retailers under creditor protection to make such a move, which likely means the liquidation of at least profitable locations.
An unknown number of RBC employees have been laid off in what the bank is calling part of its growth strategy. Canada's largest bank says the cuts come amid changes aimed at better positioning RBC to take advantage of its global scale, simplifying work while elevating leaders and talent who will shape client-focused growth opportunities. It says in addition to the laid-off employees, others have seen promotions and expanded responsibilities. A spokesperson says the changes are not related to RBC's $13.5 billion acquisition of HSBC's Canadian operations last year. All right, we're going to take a quick break right now. Brian will be back with traffic and your 7-day forecast. Stay with us.
It is 6:24 and it's Tuesday, the 11th of March. Let's get you into traffic first of all, then we'll check the forecast. We do have a vehicle off to the side, as you can see over on the right side. That's Fort Erie bound traffic going at QEW at 7th St. Catharines, but otherwise the highway's clear. South of 2, this is the North Shore Boulevard camera looking back at the Skyway Bridge, still doing okay. Third line getting a little bit busier, but no problems at Sheraton and no problems on the 403 going through Mississauga. That's the Glen Erin camera. Look at our temperatures this morning. They have really popped up. We're sitting at 6 degrees right now. Not only Hamilton, but Grimsby as well. 7 for Mississauga and 5 for Toronto. Now you want to figure seasonal temperatures for an overnight low are -5, which is where we figure we should be this time of the morning, and +3 for the daytime high. Keep in mind we got to 13 yesterday. Those are our sun times and our records for today. And yes, we are going to see the sun today. However, the temperature will climb to 12 by noon, it looks like, and then after that the winds will shift, the temperatures will fall to 6 by later on this afternoon, so getting chillier. Tonight down to -4, wind chill -8, so a cold night tonight, and then only +2 tomorrow. We'll get some sun in the morning and then it will become cloudy. We'll get back to sunshine Thursday at 7, 16. We'll enjoy the sun on Friday. That looks good, but it doesn't bode well for the weekend, unfortunately. We stay mild on Saturday, yes, 13. We get some showers, and again showers on Sunday at 8. St. Patrick's Day, Monday, only 3, but at least we'll get some sun. That's your forecast. Emily, Louie.
All right, thank you, Brian. Crufts, also known as the world's biggest dog show, has crowned a new champion.
Meet Mucha, a 4-year-old Italian Whippet. She's the first Italian dog to take the top prize and only the 4th Whippet to do so. Her handler calls her the sweetest dog and says winning is a dream come true. Mucha claimed victory after winning the hound category earlier in the competition. Crufts has been showcasing top dogs since 1891, with thousands competing each year in Birmingham, England.
See, I'm not sure how I feel about the Whippet.
No?
It's a goofy looking dog to me.
I love a goofy looking dog.
It's just a goofy looking dog.
Yeah.
I'm not insulting it. Look at how it's got such a skinny, narrow face,
Yeah.
such a big, long neck.
She looks so agile. So
maybe I'm biased that it won they look anxious. Yes, thank you, Katie. PA Katie shouting that in. Maybe I'm biased because an American Foxhound is the best hound, because that's what my parents have, Bailey.
It's a little biased, but
a little biased,
yeah.
that maybe if American Foxhound should have won the hound contest, but yeah, okay.
Be nice to meet you.
I'm gonna get a bunch of hate mail because of my Whippet comments.
It's
I'm sorry.
me. I'm writing in.
Yeah, I know you are. All right, stay with us. We got more to come after the break. I'm in trouble.